What is going on, you guys? Today, I have the 2022 Kia Telluride. Welcome to my first video review on Auto World Explorer. By the way, it's a Tarv Patil, and I will put down more details. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. Let's dive into this right now. Alright guys, let's start off with the exterior. So here we have the Kia badge there, and then Telluride has spelled all over the car. Let's see. And then we have like this boxy kind of, we do have the tiger nose grill, but in more of a boxy format, I'd say. Like, and then yeah, it's really nice overall. And then over there will be your ACC control, adaptive cruise control. And then you have that boxy feeling, which means boxy tail lights with the LED just. And then you have your LED, incandescent turn signal. And yeah, really, overall the look pretty good. This time, let's move on to the side. So the side's pretty good too. We're looking at 190 to 200, 195 inches, which is pretty good. And I will note down the measurements of this vehicle. I will note. And then starting right here, you have 18s. We have the 18s on the EX trim. You can get option on 20s on the EX. And then the S and the SX will have them as standard. And then coming to our mirrors, you'll get all the features as standard. Blind spot monitoring. Power folding will have to go for this EX trim. And then you do have an LED turn signal right there. Like that. And yeah, like I mentioned, they're powerful. So yeah, let me talk about the boxy shape for a minute. Overall, pretty good for this car. I really like the size. Makes it feel more like a Land Rover and a proper off-roader. Let's move to the rear. It's nothing too crazy going on here. It's pretty nice. We do have LED brake lights, LED turn signals, incandescent reverse light. And then you do have your dual exhaust tailpipes, and we even have a tow hitch on this model. And you do have the Kia badge and Telluride spelled up over there, brake lights up there, and then your exposed wiper was there. Now that feature that was just there, I'll explain that later. So now that we've talked about the exterior, let's talk about the interior. Now hopping inside the interior, so we do have keyless entry on all trims, which is what I have here. Kia badge here. You have a cool one. And you do get remote start with this car. Like I'll show it to you. You can just lock and then hold this button. There you go. Starts up. If you want to turn it off, just press and hold that same button. It's pretty simple. And then getting inside the vehicle, there's not a sensor behind the vehicle like most vehicles do. And mirrors will fold. Mirrors will fold out when you come near the vehicle with the key. Now to get inside, just press the black button. And heading inside. Another one reason why you might want to buy a used 2022 Kia Telluride is maybe because of the features, and maybe even tech may be better. Not much, by not much. Yeah, overall. And then this is the leather seats that we have on the EX. Fat leatherette will be on the lower end trims. The top end model will get Napa leather, which is one of the best leathers. And yeah, coming to a door, you do have some soft touch here, wood trim going on here, a padded armrest, and then you do have some cheap materials as you go down. Seats, they adjust pretty good, a good amount, and then two-way lumbar support your seat. Let's get inside the vehicle of this. As you see, when you come in the vehicle, you are greeted with a chime. We do have soft touch here, all through there, and then wood over here. And then to start this up, press the button right here. But all you just gotta do, put your foot on the brake and press the button to start. What you see that lighting up on the mirror is your blind spot. So you do get blind spot collision. It's standard on all trims. Lane departure warning, standard. You get almost all of the kit as standard, like adaptive cruise control and forward collision avoidance assist. And your camera will be up there. So then, anyways, coming to the gauges, you will have a cool blind spot camera trick. You go for you go for that top end version. However, this one doesn't have it, because that'll expand the size to 7 inches rather than this. Overall, nice. Steering wheel is pretty nice overall. Nice feel to it. I kind of like the feeling of this steering wheel. Really unique. And then really the gauges, really normal type of gauges. No, nothing interesting. Excuse me, sorry. This, and you do have your power folding mirrors, like I mentioned in the beginning. Turn off the. Sorry about that. Turn off. And then for practicality, you do have a wireless phone charging pad, 2 USB ports, a 12-volt outlet, and 2 cup holders, a little socket maybe for your sanitizer, maybe I think you can use. Heated seats and ventilated seats. Heated seats on all but the base. EX will get ventilated seats. And storage, it's pretty deep. I could fit a lot in there. Goes about this much length. And then coming to the shifter, we're on the front wheel drive, so we won't have all the off-road modes. You will get extra off-road modes. And then your parking sensor button to turn it off. Auto start stop system to deactivate it, and your brake hold function. It'll appear. Now coming to the shifter, nice feel to it. Pull back for drive. Bump over the left to shift into the manual. And then, excuse me. And then heading into reverse, you will have a standard backup camera on most models. Just the top end model will be reserved for the 360 model. And you do have rear parking sensors, and it does be displayed over there. It does display over there also. And then you do have an extra view. If you're carrying like a trailer, maybe that would be useful. And settings, you just go around. And then your electronic parking brake goes back there. And then you have 3-zone climate, standard on all trims. Very nice feeling. All done through here. Just the rear climate, you may just do 1 or 2 clicks, really. And the volume system, all set up logically. Nice shortcut buttons. Nav, radio. It's nice and short. Better for shortcut accessibilities. And then speaking of the infotainment system, your volume knob, and it's a really nice one. Pretty good. Love the layout. Love the big screen. It's really good. Runs Kia Uvo. And really, and then you do have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which I would be most likely using. And since this is a third row family car, we have passenger talk, so my voice will play behind the third row so that they can hear me. Yeah, overall, your rear view mirror is right there. Auto dimming, but you will get home. You have a sunglass holder there. And then both your lights are there. And then up top you do have a sunroof right there. It is just a single pane on this model, however you can get a dual pane if you want on the top. Overall, the cabin, pretty great. Feels comfy. Sit here fine. Let's move on to the back seats. And you'll be greeted with a goodbye chime. And you do have a rear seat reminder. I will talk about that because the sensors are behind it. Join me in the second row seats of this car, where I have lots of legroom, lots of headroom. I would drive in this position, and I'm 5'5" for reference. And sitting right here, we do have two cup holders here, another two cup holders here, and a cup holder on both sides. You also have rear window sunshades and pretty much the same materials as what you get in the front. These seats do slide and recline very good amount. So yeah, a pretty good the second row. So what do we have for amenities? Amenities, we have climate controls, third row features, lightings here. We do have vents up top, two USB-C ports right there and right there. And then below that, you do have a 12-volt outlet right there. And yeah, overall, anything else I have to say? Really, not much. Overall, pretty good second row. But there has to be another row of seats. So we'll check that out right now. Alright, so how do we get into the third row? Well, we're going to find that out right now. Just either press the button right here or on the seat base right here. All you just got to do is click on that and we shall get in. I don't know if you can see me here. I don't know if you can see me, but my stand will be. So yeah, sitting here, it is a bit tight for me. It is pretty good. Legroom is good. What will be on the tight side is headroom because this thing like curves and then goes into the trunk. So yeah, that might be one issue. I have the seat slid all the way back, so yeah, it's not a bad. And amenities, we got USB ports, 2 cup holders. Same on that side, 2 cup holders on that side. And we do have vents up top. And you're up right here, what I'm showing you right now is up right here is this is for your rear seat warning. So say if you like have a child left in your car and so a parent left the car and the child is still in the car, it'll sound and horn. The vehicle will sound and horn that where there is a rear passenger left in the car. So yeah, pretty good, cool system. So yeah, overall third row, it's in the middle. It's in the middle. Anyways, let's talk about cargo, how much you can load in here. So to open the tailgate, there is a hands-free option. Just walk to the vehicle and it'll sense your approach. Or you can just do it the normal way where you just press the button on the lid. And opening it up, behind the third row, we have a good amount of space. 21 cubic feet to be precise. We do have we were able to store some stuff behind the third row. And you do have a load cover if you want to make the bottom flat. However, I can't get that out because we have a lot of stuff. And to fold the third row down, you just grab these levers. And as you can see, with the third row flat, I can get an estimate about 45 to 50 cubic feet. And then to fold the second row, it's pretty simple. There are actually some buttons here, which I'm happy to report about. And it goes all the way flat. So maybe, let's see. So I could slide these chairs away all the way. And then let's see what we have. We do have some storage right here, even more storage. And then your 12-volt outlets right there. And you do have a light there. I put an auto. Yeah. And as a total capacity, we have about 90 cubic feet. I will be putting exact measurements later in the. I will be putting. So yeah, a pretty good third row. Not as big as something like a Volkswagen Atlas or something, but definitely bigger than Highlander, Pilot, and Highlander. So yeah, overall pretty good. And let's talk about engine choice. I will be putting precise powertrain figures, but I will just tell you what I remember from the top of my head. First up, let me pop open the hood. It's right here. Let me just pop open the. You do have Kia. I will put powertrain measurements all in. So what we have here is a V6, a 3.8 liter V6, producing about 291 horsepower, 260-ish pound-feet of torque. And that comes with a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. This is the front-wheel drive. So this is the front-wheel drive. Why an 8? I think an 8 or a 9 speed automatic. I'm not exactly sure, but I will mention all details given. So yeah, really good power, most power. That's your power trip. Anyways, that will be the summary of my video review of this first video review of the 2022 Kia Telluride. Thank you for everyone who has joined my first review of the channel. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe, and to see the more content coming up, and we'll see you there next time.